I believe striving for relevance is a key principle in systematic reviews because, as we all know, conducting systematic reviews is a highly resource-intensive endeavor. Because of this, it's crucial that we prioritize addressing the most unanswered questions that are on the minds of healthcare providers as well as consumers, which includes patients, their families, and other stakeholders. In addition to addressing the right questions, another key way of ensuring that the reviews that we do are relevant to consumers is to make sure that the outcomes that matter to them the most are examined in the reviews that we do. Outcomes are yardsticks or goalposts that are used in systematic reviews to determine whether or not a given treatment or an intervention is effective when compared with not using the treatment or using some other sort of treatment. Unfortunately, what's been shown in various fields is that there's quite a bit of disconnect between what consumers value and what's actually reported in the research. And this really comes in the way of making the research that we do, whether it's the systematic reviews or the studies that make it into the systematic reviews, more relevant. And to address this problem of the disconnect between what consumers value and what's actually in the research, we need to get consumers more involved in research to inform what we do and the things that we assess. And that's a key step. One meaningful way in which consumers can get involved in research and in systematic reviews is through an initiative that's known as the Core Outcome Set Initiative. A core outcome set is a set of outcomes that are considered by stakeholders, including consumers, to be the outcomes that are most relevant to specific disease areas. The idea being that those core outcome set outcomes, or the core outcomes, will be reported within the trials that make it into the review, and of course, eventually in the review themselves, thus ensuring that the outcomes that are in the reviews are the ones that are most relevant and important to stakeholders in the field. So overall, I think that the principle of striving for relevance can be met if the most unanswered questions and the most important questions on the minds of decision makers, including consumers, are answered in our reviews, and we address the outcomes that matter the most to the various decision makers.